like with attitude. Hold on. Do you even heard yourself the second time when you said that? I'm gonna go back to what you just said. Let me get back over here. Okay. Let me go to what I don't need to see what you're talking about now. You said you weren't paying attention, right? That's me on the laptop. Okay.
Hey, goddamn. Sarcastic laugh like
So you said right here,
nothing. Cause I don't like people asking me no questions. Hey, goddamn. Well, you don't like no nigga like
it's
me.
not, I don't like people
Hell
asking
no.
me questions.
Shit. I go off on motherfuckers who like
No.
to talk crazy to me. Think they talking
It
crazy
was
to
a
me.
question that
Hell
you
yeah.
asked,
I get the fuck off.
but it
Chill.
was
I ain't gonna
like
do that to you,
rhetoric.
motherfucker. I
It
get
was
that dumb
like
shit away from me.
clueless.
Dumb
It
slow
was
shit.
like you saying that you don't know.
Away.
So that means,
Goddamn it.
is that my part to
Dumb
know
slow shit.
that I have to give
Gotta
you?
pay.
Look, right when you said this part right here.
Shit. Hell, I ain't gonna do that. So I keep motherfucker. I keep that dumb shit away from me. Dumb slow shit. Hell yeah. Keep that dumb slow shit away. God damn it. The dumb slow shit. Gotta pay.
You said dumb slow shit gotta pay.
Fuck that shit.
Now,
Gotta pop out and say shit.
okay, so you said I gotta pop out and say shit.
Hell yeah.
You said sometimes dumb and slow people gotta pay. Now, when you talk like that, don't tell me that I gotta fucking pay when it was already paid. Do you even understand how you sounding right now? That's why I got offended. You don't do that shit. You act like you Jay-Z. You act like this. I was on live, and when you asked that, it was like, cause you said, oh, cause back in the days, me and my partners, or me and my, whatever, we used to do that shit. We used to eat out and not pay the bill. And yes, I used to do that shit too. I used to do that shit back then, back in the days when I was in high school. But that was my friends doing that shit. And I just kind of followed along. You know what I'm saying? Like we all did it. It was an agreement. Now, don't you think when you said, "Oh, I hate dumb and slow motherfuckers," so you gotta pay? What the fuck is that? What is it that I just did? If you go back to that live and me catching an attitude, giving you what you didn't know is not my part for to tell somebody that we was straight on that clear glass ordering some oxtails and some red snapper or catfish, and you don't remember me paying when you see me put the card. The only time when that was not on live was when I actually sat down to um type in the description and the live, which you did for me. Okay, so that part when we was at the register and she was ordering, because she kept asking questions. Oh, do you want this with that? Do you want this? And oh, how about you want to try our oxtails? How about you want to try this? Oh, you don't want, because you didn't want to eat nothing. You just was like, you go and eat. I don't want nothing from here. And then she was trying to force you to go eat some fucking oxtails. Like, if you don't remember that, then there's like, is that my fault for you not remembering? And then I'm catching an attitude back to you saying, oh, okay, well, how the fuck is you gonna try and tell me like I didn't pay? That is very embarrassing. For me to walk out and you're like, oh, did you get the tab? Like, did we fucking pay? Sometimes people will look at that like you're just like a fucking like a hoodlum. You know what I'm saying? Like, just not giving a fuck, not being classy, not being a womanly to pay for her and her man's fucking meal. Like, isn't that like when I used to go to restaurants with my, with my ex, we this is how we used to do it. And then you say in the beginning of your live, you said, damn, what if you go to a restaurant and you don't know who the fuck this person is? And I used to hear you a lot on your lives, and you used to say, oh, Shiner, she knows a lot about me. She knows me more than anybody that's on the comments or anybody that's whatever. Okay. Now, for you to sit there and say, I don't know nothing about you, like, and then be like, well, I don't, well, because maybe you think that, like, because I'm not going to pay. Like, you think like I ain't got no money or something? Like, of course, like when you say, oh, okay, well, I was just asking a question, but you catch an attitude. It's not even me catching an attitude. It's what you're relaying to the message that I was on, and I was on live too at that time. So for you to be like saying like I didn't pay, that's just like unclassy to me. That's just how I look at that. I look at that like it's unclassy. It's like I get what you're saying. The streets be like that, but I caught an offensive. I was offended by that. So don't call me no fucking slow. Don't call me like I'm dumb. Okay, because I'll get back on my fucking life, and I don't do this shit. I don't do this back and forth just to kind of have people recognize about what the fuck is like, um, oh, she did this. Let me ask this question, because then I know they gonna look at it like it's not just her, or it's not just like, I know people's gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. Of course. But I know for a fact people will fucking understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay? Like, being classy and staying up to how things are rolling in the public and things like that. Like, you could say, oh, I don't eat out a lot and all that stuff. Okay. But as far as with me, I take responsibility. I take full responsibility of my life. If somebody wants to take my life outside, my feet are on the fucking blacktop, concrete, on the ground, where I hold everything that I have to. Okay? For me not to be embarrassed or offended. That's just off top. Okay? So everybody's not the same. And you said I catch the attitude, and that was something that you caught on to because you said you didn't know anything about me. Damn, that is crazy to me. That right there is like, you're just like, I don't know, I don't care, I don't like, fuck, I'm just with this girl. Like, you don't want to know, or that's how it sounds like when you say shit like that. And especially like how you talk. Hell no, damn, she's fucking slow and dumb. Like, the fuck? Now, I can see if I ask that fucking same ass question, do you think any female out there is gonna like that? To walk outside and I'm holding my phone and you say, oh, did we even pay? And I'm like, shit, I know I did. I fucking know I did. Like, I walked out. It's on the live. It's on my past live. I know what I said. I didn't go crazy. But that right there is a no. I take full responsibility. That's just how it goes. Riley is saying, is are you saying you don't pay? No, it's called when you sit down in a restaurant and somebody's not knowing if when we ordered that I paid at the register when the register is only 5 feet away, and somebody we were all there at the same time. I had a receipt because I wanted to make sure that the items that we ordered was correct. Okay, so the food that was placed in our tables, because I think is because he didn't want to eat anything. And then the lady, I guess she's part of like the cook. She um she was kind of forcing him to buy something. And he was like, no, 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 I don't want to eat that. I don't want to eat no fish. I don't want to try nothing. And she was like, come on, like try the oxtails, and I was like, okay. I was just like, okay, babe, try the oxtails. So I bought it. And so we sat down and I paid for it. So when I pay for it, it's like it took a long time for that my card to actually run through, because she had to delete some things, because she thought that he wanted a combo oxtail with the fucking drink and the side or something like that. I said no, he just wants the oxtails. And I was like, what comes with it? What is it, just oxtails? She's like, no, it came with rice. It comes with rice. So I said, no, just get him that and the rice. We weren't sitting down looking at our fucking menu or nothing like that. We was at the register and we ordered. So we sat down, and then he might have just got carried away or whatever and was like, oh, did we even pay? And I caught that attention from then and right there relayed to me to mentioning from my tone of my voice saying, like, what? Like, of course I paid. Like, what the fuck? Like, of course like, why the fuck? I said something like that. Okay. I guess he's saying I caught an attitude. And so I was on live carrying my phone too. I was like, hold up. I was like, yeah, I paid. Let me go back over there and go get the receipt. So I went back and it was on the table. So I picked it up and it was on the table too. Or it probably was in my purse and I grabbed it. But I went back and I went to the table and I'm looking, and it's either that I grabbed it off the table or it was in my purse. So while I was opening the door, walking out, I had the receipt on my hand. I could rewind my fucking live. Okay.
Damn. You call motherfucker slow, dumb, 100 goddamn time private in person. Then goddamn motherfucker don't think motherfucker.
It's not I don't get it. A fa- uh, of course, guys, don't be ashamed. Okay, guys, don't be ashamed. I'm all the way back to his live after he said he called me dumb and slow.
Hey, y'all better see my nigga journal. Crazy.
It's not being crazy. It's like something that you just kind of is like, why catch an attitude with me, but you don't even recognize what you just even said. That's crazy to me.
We really don't even know they lied. Motherfucker had motherfucker I fuck around, they don't know nothing about it.
You said who you fuck with in life, I don't even really know nothing about you. That is crazy. And that just shows that you just is like carefree. Don't even like. Okay, I'm gonna get off this live. because I just had to mention that. It was only just about how now that I see what you're saying, who you fuck with or whatever, you don't really know anything about them, and that just sounds crazy to me. That is crazy. Like, ain't nobody want to hear something when somebody says shit like that. Okay, you're wasting time. You don't want to, like, you do the phone thing, but it's like you don't even want to be in that, you don't even want that person to be in your house. Like you said, you wanted to be by yourself because you don't want nobody living with you. That's why you're always by yourself and all that shit. So, like, I don't understand. Like, it's so like, and then we talk. So it's either or. It's either you're gonna fuck with me or you're just trying to just, you know what I'm saying? Just wiggle to, and then make your own, like, oh, okay, we can't do this because I really don't like nobody to be with me. To stay in the same house, stay in the same apartment, stay in the same RV, stay in the same van. Like, that's basically how I feel, like how this is where it was going. Because the phone situation is called, it's only communication off in camera or on the phone. We're not in a daily where we're with each other physically. So that's why I don't see anything where you're like in anything to partake into being like serious, you know? Like, I don't, females don't really like that type of shit, to have a man say, or even like not even give that type of love, or be like, okay, well, is it, are we gonna do this type shit? It's all about like, I need to do this because I need to figure out some shit, and because I got a lot of shit on my mind. Yeah, you got a lot of shit on your mind, but then when you look at your path and you're not willing to have that person with you, then what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? You're leaving that person. So I don't get that part. And that's what I'm figuring out. So, like, just, it's, this is crazy. But, yeah, this is the other side of the room. This is my clothes. This is where my dad was staying at. So this is like that big part. But this is all the clothes that I just got. It's only just one little rack right here in my little, um, travel, luggage and stuff like that. Just trying to minimize and all that stuff. But that's only just included because, I be on my live streams and stuff like that. And now it's not even just being comfortable on live. It's really, like I said, from the beginning of my last live, okay, everybody got to be a fighter. Everybody got to be a savvy, and have that knowledge to not let nobody bring you down. Okay, so I don't know what type of Mr. Mob type is trying to do towards me. Like, we talked before this live, and he mentioned, okay, well, he was trying to mention something, and I cut him off. And then he was like, yeah, and even that part when you were trying to catch an attitude, like, I really don't like that. So I try to let him explain. And then I explained back to him. I said, let me go to my shit, because I want to see my shit if it's clear. And I explained. I said, I said, damn, let me cut this down. It's just not right. It's not right for somebody to put you where it's like, well, I had a question and you gave me an attitude, and I can't say, well, that offended me. Me answering back to you saying, I'm offended. I got offended by that. It's not being wild. I'm not going crazy wild back responding to you saying, "What the fuck?" Like, that offended me. I'm not shouting. I'm just talking to you through the phone. And I'm just telling you, like, you don't think that offended me? You don't think that, like, I have the audacity to, like, just not be just careless, like, oh fuck it babe, like we don't have to pay, like fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just go. I don't, I will be responsible for my actions, who I'm with. I do not want to go to jail. First of all, I don't want no problems with the people of the company that will call them, you know what I'm saying, them cops. Let's just say how the, you know, the white people say cops. Okay? Um no. Who the fuck is you? Let me see who the how the YouTube gang. Let me see. No wonder it said that. Oh, you a little boy. Oh, okay. Micah, YouTube gang. You need to this is not made for kids. So you need to scroll up your damn phone. Okay. I'm gonna show your little comment because I want the people to see your little YouTube page and your channel activity. Okay. Another moderator did. What the fuck? Hold on. Who is 412 Vibe? Let me get back to my comments. Hold on. Because if you have a picture, okay, that's doing too much, it's like, oh, okay, you got tattoos on your chest. All right, all right, all right. I thought it was like you was showing like something. I don't know what the hell. But Krithi, who is Krithi? I gotta take you out. Not Krithi, I ain't trying to take you out, but the little YouTube gang. You funny. He said, shut up. You crazy. You crazy little man. For real. I guess at times like this, you know, the numbers go. I mean, it's not like I'm talking shit to y'all. I'm just reading the comments. But like I said, I don't want nobody to think like, okay, I'm gonna do something and then have that mind frame to like think like, oh, she ain't even thinking about herself. Like, damn, she didn't pay. They go call the police on you. Like, I don't think like I want that to happen. That is not going to happen. I do not want the police to come. I do not want them to take down the license plate because they can do that. Cameras and stuff like that because they have cameras everywhere. Um, Having them come out from the store and giving you a problem, saying, hey, this and that. It's just, I think like that. You know what I'm saying? I think like I don't want any problems. So why not having me say, okay, well, that to me when I walked out, it's like you saying like I'm just careless, like I'm just like I don't fucking care about myself, about my life, about how things could happen when people could just knock you over a little payment of a bill. I'm not gonna have jeopardy come our way. I do not want that. That's just all I'm saying, and I'm just gonna keep it like that. Okay? This is not a hateful try to reaction video. It's just you can't come at people like that. You just don't. The way how you're talking, saying like I don't even really know you. Like, are you even listening to yourself? Like the people who you fuck with, or the people you know, is like seeing and fucking with, but you saying you don't even really know them. It's like, that's crazy to me. For real. Like, I can see if you got problems and a whole lot of shit on your mind and all that shit, like everything's just so much for you because you connect with a lot of people. I don't get on the phone and I talk to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. So my being of saying how I felt is just, that's just how I came about. That's how I approached, from me looking at my character of when I go do sit down and eat, and I take my well-being of responsibility for others, that's who's with me, that I do care. Okay, so I'm not trying to like put you on the, on the back burner. Like, I'm not trying to put you on a back burner, try and put you like, oh, okay, well, um you said something like, oh, well, I'm the type of person that don't go out a lot out to eat. I'm that type of person too. But it's just like, say if I was at a drive-through and the motherfucker hands me the damn bag, and then my hand has the debit card, and they gonna be like, well, you didn't pay. But they see me holding a debit card. So that's like, it's kind of like discrimination. You get what I'm saying? They see it, but they're gonna ask, "Oh, did you pay? Because you didn't hand me the debit card." And I'm gonna be like, "Shit, I'm gonna be eating me like, okay, here you go. Shit, it's in my hand. Like I'm gonna pay. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's too obvious because the card is in my hand. But now, if the receipt was either on the table or in my purse, it's like, it's already been done. I just can't, I don't know. I'm not trying to put you on, like, it's two different things. The drive-through situation is like, you showing what you got, but still the audacity for them to say that, it makes you feel very embarrassed. It makes you feel like you're not who, like, what? How the fuck do you even think like I'm not gonna fucking pay? I have the debit card with me. Do you see it? Like, say if I didn't have the card in my hand, and you're gonna be like, damn, she eating the food, but this bitch didn't even fucking pay. Like, are you gonna pay? And I'm gonna be like, shit, did I run off with the fucking food? It's like, it's too obvious. And if I didn't run off from the drive, because people will just take the food and drive off, right? Now, if I'm still there and everything is given to me, and I'm still like, okay, is she gonna ask me for the card? Because I'm gonna be over here just like, okay, it's either I could think like I'm waiting for her and be like a bitch and be like, let's see if she's gonna ask for the card or doesn't remember, then I'm gonna wait. Because then in my head I'm gonna be like, well, I don't, you know, I don't care to pay, so I'm gonna wait till she says something. Or you gonna be like listening and hearing what this person, because sometimes people that work at the fucking drive-throughs, they be like, oh, I handed you that food, but you ain't giving me no, you ain't handing me nothing. So I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna be like, well, what makes you even think like I'm gonna drive off? I'm still here. So that right there is kind of like a discriminative kind of act, okay? So I feel some type of way. And I know a lot of people will answer back to me saying, yes, I do agree that some cashiers will be like, oh, um, you didn't pay for that food, you know, you didn't pay for that food. Like, how are you paying? They gonna give you some type of attitude, okay? So in my part, I'm like, God damn, ain't that like discriminate? Isn't that like discrimination? I didn't fucking drive off. So that right there is not taking responsibility on my end to show you that why the fuck did I come to this goddamn fucking restaurant? Why did I come through this drive-through and just want to act a fool to try and buy some food and then not fucking pay? It's too quick of a thinking when you do want to do some shit like that. You get the fuck on. You burn rubber. You fucking scat. You fucking just, you know what I'm saying? You go to the high degree of just, okay, I'm that way. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, you ain't even saying shit. You just like taking that food and just kicking rocks. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people is getting what the fuck I'm saying. It's not that wild for you to even come on a fucking live and say, "Oh, well, I need to know about how people is gonna enter, say about how she didn't know that I came at her just in a way to ask a question, and she came about with having an attitude." It's like I said, a cashier will give me attitude to give me something where they're going to be like, are you going to pay? It's too obvious that I didn't run off with the fucking food. So how else am I going to like, am I just going to stare at your eyes? Am I just going to do it? Am I going to be like a straight up bitch and just eat the food right in front of you and just keep eating it and just staring at you and be like, okay, well, you got to wait 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be a whole lot of just it'll be some set it off type shit, you know? So for something like that to ask me and I gave back an attitude was like, it wasn't kosher, but I could understand. It wasn't kosher for me to come back at you and be like, what the fuck? Like, you thought like I wasn't gonna pay? It's like almost like you being the cashier and saying like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You heading out, but you didn't pay. And I caught that and I said, like, I guess it was an attitude back to you because that's what you're saying. Let me turn this off. And now I'm like, okay, well, let me see, let me go get my fucking receipt because I need to, like, I need to know how I came back because I wanted to even know how much I paid. And I wanted to see them charge me for what items. Okay. So I did have the receipt. So for me to come back at you saying what I said, and then now you asking me right now, you saying, oh, well, that was kind of like attitude kind of thing towards me. And I didn't like how the fuck, like, you even come at certain shit like that. And I said, and I answered back and I said, well, that to me is like, it's kind of, is you're, I'm being a little offended by that. And that's how I said it to him. And that right there already caused for him to talk and say, like, what? Why the fuck are you even saying like he was like, oh, I didn't even know, like, I basically really didn't know if you fucking when we ordered, like, what the fuck was even going on. You completely said you did not know what the fuck was going on and you were there. Damn. I mean, I'd be like that when I'm high, and that's why I don't get high, because if I do get high, it's gonna be some problems. Like police is gonna be around. I don't want to be near them. I don't want them coming. I don't want none of that shit. I want to be observant. I want to be a third eye. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I can't. I can't. And when I said that, then it threw everything off. He put it to the point where it's like, why are you even talking to a point where it's like, you said like you're offended, like as if you're Jay-Z or something, because like I got money or something, or I don't know what the fuck you said. You said something like, when you said Jay-Z, that's just like saying you have higher standard grounds where you feel like you got offended because you're somebody. No, it's not me being a somebody. It's just I don't want to catch cops surrounding me, talking to me, coming towards me, having them call the cops. What's up, Nikki, and what's up, Memphis? I see you guys. Thank you, mods, for hitting. You know, I hope you guys did hit the like. But yeah, it's that's crazy to me. I don't want that around. I don't want the police to know, thinking that, or even like the audacity for people that run a business and not help them. It's like my mindset was already trying to help anybody, anybody. Okay? Like I came down there for you to do what? To be with you, to help, to give. Like I don't am I like, is there something wrong with me? Like like for real. I my mind standards are at like, I said, that was the only first line I said. I said, when you thought that I didn't pay, that offended me. And when I said that, I said it in that tone of voice. It's like me talking back to another person through the phone. So it's not an explanation. When you said it, and I was like, oh, like I don't do that. Like that kind of offended me. And that's how exactly how I said it. Now it went to a different line where I'm already at the point where I'm like, well, you're saying that it offended you, but he's like, why do you even think like that? Like as if you're Jay-Z or somebody. Like I need to not think the way of what I said. That kind of offended me, because it's like saying that I'm not taking responsibility of where I'm at outside. I don't know where I am. I'm in a different state. Now I could say if I'm in my own fucking city, if I'm in my own fucking uh 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 uh, uh how you call them, uh what the fuck, how you call it when you say my stomping grounds, my my shit, where I be at. Now if I knew that person, that restaurant, because it was a restaurant that you said you never went to, you didn't even know that it was even there. I had to look it up. Okay, no lie. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie. You didn't know about the place. I just said I want some catfish, I want some, I want some fish. And we found it, so we drove over there. Okay, so you gave me that chance to go and find some food that I wanted to eat and take you out. But now, for me to ask you, let's go out because this is what I want to eat, I'm not going to think like, oh, let's just go hit a lick. Like, I'm going to go, let's go sit down and eat and then just not pay. Fuck no. I'm a type of person that is like, the girls who I do, my clients, sometimes I do handsets for free because I feel like it's like you're part of me. You know what I'm saying? I want to help. You're somebody who helped me. So I help back. It's not even just helping back. I always help first and then they help me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn Spanish. That's something in my head that I had to do off of using a brain to get to a next path. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know where things are like going left over here. I'm not in the wrong. I am not in the wrong. Please stop with that calling people dumb. Stop with that calling people slow. That is not it. I am born 1980. Your generation is 2 years older than me. My sister is born 1978. That's the same year as you. I've never looked up to my sister when I was younger. But after I had my son and after I was 30 years old, I always took in her partake of anything could happen. Anything. Excuse me. I took everything from where you got to stop and you just got to listen because anything could happen. Okay. Like what happened to Lil Durk. He didn't know what the fuck was gonna go on with his shit. He got called out. Steve Harvey, I guess he was in a car accident and it took his life. It's taking people's lives. That's just kind of what I'm saying. So in order for me to be safe, is my sister, has nothing to do with my sister. Is ever since I was 30 years old, I had my first apartment when I was 30. And that was in Foster City, California. Okay, high rank luxury apartments and shit like that or whatever. Okay. um I always took it where it wasn't like the respectful, because little younger sisters always get the attitude with the bigger sister and stuff like that. So it was more like, okay, that calmed down. And then after I was uh 33, that's when I really come, like just never, talk back, never did anything to disagree, even if it was something that I didn't like. I just, I didn't mind it. Okay. Like, I'll just be like, oh, okay. All right. Stuff like that. So for people to come back with harsh words, that's just like, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't do that. Like if I was to go like put somebody down, I would really, just like how I did when I was cooking the loco mocos, and somebody was saying like, damn, I put like that much blood pressure on that woman or whatever. Like, no, that is normal to me to get back on some, let me break it down to you now. You understand? Okay? Because people could put shows out on live streams and it'd be boring as fuck. All that shit that, and like, and all that shit is boring, is out of style, is not catching nothing. And it's same as fucking lines. If you guys notice, that shit is not going anywhere. You have to do certain things in order to catch them that you are doing some real ass talk. Okay? Because, like I said, the truth comes to light. Okay? Now, if you want to play on the internet just to get your views so you can see that money sign, because you keep saying, oh, it's if it ain't money, it's, come on. I I'm looking at the money. It's those lines. It's so like trying to catch up to saying something else, and it's gonna come back to the same line about something that's just recorded. It's like a pre-recorded and the same ass shit. That is, it's not. You need to do something with the, what's it called? Do sock rag pillowcase ass. You need to do something with the, you know, you need to do something. It's just, and people don't even recognize that even get on the, it's more of the people that like how numbers jump on channels that come on this YouTube live. It is really like that. And I know you probably over here watching too. You know that it's like, you know, so ain't no flashing, no like extra ass shit. You know, I stay in a room, but I just wanted to get back to, it's that's just it, that's crazy to me, and I'm just gonna end it right there. But this is part of something like, I don't, and then I'll talk about that person. I'll be like, oh well, why you like this and why you like that and why you da da da. I don't talk bad. Like, I'm not gonna go and be like, well, why do you live this way and why do you do this? And like, oh, because there's nothing for you to talk about, because I'm that type of person where you can't say nothing about me. No, there's always gonna be somebody thinking about what they want to say back to you. And that's, I'm not saying it's me, but I'm saying that in general. Okay? Damn, that light's too bright. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is EDD. You guys see it? So it's called Employment Development Department. Okay, I was talking about this on my live, my last live, and I was mentioning that you know, COVID started, so the restaurant was paying bi-weekly. And I think I was saying I was getting like 200 per week. The only reason why I was saying I was getting like 240 per week. The only reason why I was saying that is because I was only working part-time. So my part-time was only like 12 hours, like 4 4 4. Okay, so that's why I was only getting like 200 some, 240, 260 per week, is only because I was doing part-time back in 2019, and I was receiving EDD for how many years? I was receiving it for 2019, 2020, 2021, all the way to 2022. And that's when I was mentioning that that's how all that money came to 27,000. Yep. For so many years. And that was just that. That was all because of this right here. That was the what is it called? Pandemic. So pandemic gave us a lot of grants. I swear. There was so many grants. There was like free. There was so many free emergency relief. There was so many, well, not so many. There was one emergency relief, or I think two. And then there was one pandemic. And all those 2 or 3 times turned out to give me, okay, there was one where it was 1,200. It was like an emergency relief. And then another one was a pandemic. That was another like 1,000. And then there was one more that was an emergency relief, and that was another 1,200. So that right there was 3,400 for free. Okay, on top of that 27 that I had. But that $27,000 went because when I was living in Fairfield, my job that I got from when I was working out there was only part-time. So the money that I kept using to go towards to rent was like um how do you say, I need to get my selfie stick out the car. That's one thing that I forgot. Yeah, my little 6 foot tall selfie stick. Yeah, I need to get that out the car. But I got 6 likes and I got 9 people in here. See my head? What if I just started doing this whole live and acting a fool? Like, no. Y'all need to change that right there. But nah, I ain't stressing. I'm just playing. But yeah, I don't play on this internet. This is a boba tea. It's called. This is one of our stores out here. We got the little, like, um, how you call it? Tapioca pearls, like the tapioca boba. So this is like a boba. It's so this drink is black tea with milk. So it's mixed together and I love to drink this. This is like an addicting kind of thing. I know a lot of high school, like school people, they this is where they hang out, you know, in them fucking whatever cafes and all that shit. But like I was mentioning, part of that money was always going towards to rent and paying bills. So money comes and goes, you know, but I always had cash. I never left my money in the bank. Never, 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 never. Only because I was in debt back then when I was with my son's father. He put me in debt. He put me in debt for like 49,000 because that's how much credit card. I had good credit back then when I was in high school. But I was 23 when I was with him. So I had about 8 credit cards that led me to having 49,000 in credit. And all that, I mean, kind of like one was my fault. I had a Victoria's Secret. Okay. I had a Victoria's Secret that was like, how much was that one? I think that one was 2,000. I had a 2,000 credit on that one. And then some of them were just like US Bank, you know, like bank credit cards that you could, they give you a big amount. Like I had, excuse me, I had one that was like 8,000. That was just, excuse me, like a loan, like a bank. It wasn't a credit card. It's like, yeah, it was a credit card. So yes, US Bank. I had 8,001, and then I had another one that was 4,500, and then I had another one that was like 6,000, and then, you know, and everything was being used. Okay. Now, from being 23 to being 44 now, my credit, because I was paying but never paid it off. I stopped at a certain time. Like I probably paid out of 49, I probably only paid like 5,000 and then it stopped. So when they see payments coming in every month, fuck the 5,000. It was you trying to pay, and then your credit score, it goes lower, lower, lower. It tries to like keep up. Okay, it tries to keep up your credit score because you're like, okay, she's paying, she's paying, she's paying. But then after that, I just stopped fully paying because I don't know what happened. I was taking care of my son and I wasn't working because he was a baby. And me and my son's father separated when my son was only about a year old. He was only like 11 months. Okay. And so when we separated, I didn't have a job throughout when he was a baby, throughout a lot of that time till he was like 5 years old. So me paying from, and there's no child support or nothing like that. So my credit score was like trying to stick. I'm not going to try and tell you what other income I was getting. Okay. Um, but it wasn't child support. He, I never took him to that. That's why we're, like we were in cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I never put him on child support. It's just he don't want to like connect and link with me because of my son's situation. I don't know, because he's just like that. Whatever. But after that, so after the 5,000, during how long months, because it was coming into years, to pay, to giving every month, like say $60 here, 120 there, 100 there, and stuff like that. And then you stop, then my credit score went low. It's just like it fucked me over. Like I know I was at one point where I was like at 558 or some shit. Now I'm at 700. Okay, like I said, if I'm on live stream, the live stream, the StreamYard, on StreamYard, I'll show you guys a picture. I took a picture today, October 25th. Okay, but I could always go back and take a picture of what's the date of that day when I go back to live stream, and show you guys my Experian credit score, the FICO score. It's not TransUnion, but the one that I showed you from TransUnion says that I'm at 658. So from being in debt and then having it go back up is only because during from when I was, because I had my son when I was 27. Okay, so I was with my baby daddy for like 4 years. And so after that, I said, fuck all the credit cards, and all that, until I turned 30. I kept one open, and I'm still paying for it. It's the Macy's. Okay, I still got a Macy's credit card. I only own 2 credit cards right now, as of today. Only 2. And that's what's building my credit back up. The Macy's, and I just got another credit card, but it's in the shopping mall. I got the little like credit card from one of the stores in the mall, and that my credit from that store only led me to getting, I think it was 250 $250 or 300. Now they increased my credit to 1,500. Is it at 1,500? I think it's at 1,500 or 2,500. I know it's at the 1,500 or 25. It's either one of those, but I know it's at a 500, and it's in the thousands. So they increased it from $200 or $300 to a 1,500 to 2,500. So that means I'm doing good doing my payments every time with Macy's, because they see me doing payments since 2007 with my Macy's. So I've been a Macy's card member since 2007, and I've been paying ever since then. Right now is like 13, 17, 18 years that I've been paying. So that's what's building my credit back, by just one credit card. Okay, for being in debt. And I never like went to what's that called, Lexington Law. I just talked to them. They make it so like big and important, to the point where it's like, this is what you really should do. And it's very, very true. It's like, it's no gimmick. There's no like false like information. Everything there is legit. It's just that you have to make payments, and I wasn't ready. So if you want to build back your credit, I think that place right there is official. It's very beneficial. It will help and all that shit. And that's to kind of like keep you in I'm just looking at my leg, to keep you like, off of the negative balances, and like who you need to pay. and they'll pay for you. Like certain companies will pay for you if you just pay like a certain amount, and then they'll just kind of help you. But I'm gonna get off this live because it's always just one thing. It's just one thing after another. I don't want to like be negative. It's just people do have feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't like something, I'm gonna say something, you know? It's like people have respect and stuff like that. So you can't just call anybody dumb when you say you don't even know them. It's like you're being so like dominantly like over your like overly just, I don't want to say obnoxious, but like putting yourself like you're like a genius or something, or like you're just too good for what you know. And doesn't that, it sounds like when you say that, it's like you're too good for what you know, or you're too like you're too good because you know. Now I understand that part. So what makes you think that if I'm dumb that I don't understand that? You know what I'm saying? It's just very, it's, people just got to be kind of like just cool, man. Like cool off. Like I was there at one point in my life that downfalls, it happened to me, okay? And a lot. It just, and then I'm not saying that for that person that they're on a downfall because they do got a job. I don't have a job. It's just like opposite, like yin yang. Okay, I have a roof over my head, but that person is like trying to connect to getting, you know what I'm saying? Getting to that, getting that goal. And I'm over here and he's over there getting money, has a job, but I'm over here just got laid off 2 weeks ago. So I'm jobless right now. And then I have no car. That's why y'all see me in BART. Still happy. You know what I'm saying? Still being like my spirit is still like, you know what I'm saying? In good energy, good frequency, good whatever. I ain't thinking down on anybody. Like, the fuck is you doing? Like, you over here just, you know how you talk outside and all that shit because you just don't, you ain't feeling the day, you ain't feeling whatever, you ain't feeling nobody outside. Like, no, me being a female is different for a male to do that. So I think in both, like, you know what I'm saying, like how they could react to things that they don't care about because is just nonsense to them, it's not important to them. Like, yeah, a whole lot of shit is not important to me because I could be like that too. I could be like, okay, and then walk away. I'll just get on my own, jolly old kind of way, you know just, I mean, or like act like a bitch, be like, man, like, is you for real? Like, are you just not doing that right now? Like, and then just acting like, wild and shit like that. Like, that could happen, but right now I'm in a place where I'm thinking like no income right now. Like, I got money, okay, because I don't put my money in the bank. I like to carry my money, because if you leave your money in the bank and all the debt that you got, they're going to take that. That's from experience that other people already taught me. That when they were in debt of credit cards, if you keep any money in your checking account, in your savings account, you do not leave it there. That will be erased. They will take that. And there's no such thing that comes in that with my name. Okay? No, I've been doing that for years since I was in debt. Never leave your money in the bank. Never, 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 never. If you are in debt, never. Okay? So, um I need to go look for a job. My car is in play of my uncle. Like I showed y'all my van, right? When I was on my last live, I went outside, showed y'all. He took off the timing belt, about to put the water pump, and hopefully, and I got my laptop right here, Indeed, but there's no fucking positions that are open. I could show you all the ones that are being. It says it's either job is something like unavailable or job post is expired. So I'm like, damn. But I know there's one more that I can get to. It's actually on their actual app, and I'm gonna apply over there. So Indeed, there was like 4 or 5 saved jobs that I wanted to apply to. Within 4 or 5, I mean, within 2 weeks, it's already expired. Like it's already been taken. So for this to happen with the vehicle that I have not been like up and running, you guys don't haven't seen me in the car, you guys haven't seen me go exercise. Like I was in the red car, but I don't like using that because I don't have insurance on that. It's registered, but I don't have insurance. Okay, I only pay for one insurance, and that's my van, the blue van. So and then I gotta pay my uncle. That's $400, and then rent's coming up. I got some money that, excuse me, paid for my last job. So I'm gonna where's my Bluetooth? But yeah, I gotta get back. I gotta get back on the car situation. I gotta go look for jobs. I'm not gonna apply and then get it and then not have a car. You know what I'm saying? And then there's no fucking positions that I fucking want. Like I saved Chick-fil-A and I saved something like Jersey, Jersey Subs, something like that. I think it's called Jersey Subs. And I don't really like food chains like that. Like I like medical, like being in the medical, like either being a clerical, like administration, clerical in the office, being like in the office, or um being in the kitchen in a hospital, in a nursing home, stuff like that. Like I'm already done with food chains like McDonald's. Like I mean, McDonald's ain't bad. That's what I'm saying. Chick-fil-A is paying $20 to $28 right now per hour for being a house team member in the front. So let me see about that. And then Jersey, some called Jersey Subs, like I think it's a sandwich place. They are probably around the same amount, $20, 20 something dollars. And what can you do? Our little minimum wage in my county, Alameda County, is $17.50. So it's not a lot. So having $20 and above is just where it's at over here in California, or the county that I'm at. And then hopefully I could start like catching all my IG clients that I have on my Instagram, the girls that I have over there. Hopefully I could connect with them so I could have them come over, because like I said, my mom and my daughter's not here anymore. My dad is in the Philippines. Okay, I was just waiting for my daughter and my mother to leave. They were here for 3 months straight. That's why you see me on live talking to my mom, here's your food. Or my daughter will come out, but she don't show herself, and stuff like that. So now that they're gone, I have my room to myself, and now I could bring in some of the girls that I have on IG, And hopefully we can do some pretty, sets over there. And like I said, my little client chicks that are all Salvadorian in Berkeley, I got them. They could pay me because they always say, oh, how much is it? And I'll break them off like, $10, $20 down or whatever. But everybody tells me like, no, no, charge them. Like, no, you got to get your hustle. But no, okay, I know that I do get supplies, and it's like you got to get your money back, but you got to be perfect in your craft, okay, especially with nails. um and that's that. And then I can get to having more girls. Like, it was kind of shy for me to ask a lot of girls outside to like say, oh, do you like nails? Like, can I, get in touch with, giving you like a set that you probably like. I hit that for, for free for you, so you can go, to your little like prom, to your little like graduation. Because mostly like when I was asking, it was around that time. So they liked that. That's why they gave up their fucking IG and was like, oh, okay, this is me over here. So, all that connect link and all that stuff was there. And hopefully I can do that so I could get back my nail game. But yeah, I'm gonna get off over here. I know people, I know the YouTube channels, you guys um that came in. I know there's 5. Hopefully you guys could just support to give me a like before I leave, or you could subscribe too, and just see. So for my mods, thank you guys for coming in. I don't know, what is a hawk to? Is that mean like you're trying to spit the biggest gamer? Because I'm gonna actually see what the fuck you's about. The biggest gamer. Oh no, that's Memphis. No, I ain't trying to look at you, because we already know. Joined a year ago. The biggest gamer. Well, I'm gonna check. Let me see. What the fuck? No. Oh, what the fuck you got in your head, or whatever the fuck that is. But I know what the fuck you saying with the huck. Do that to you. Shit, where you lay at? Here. I mean, this is, aren't we unnecessarily angry tonight? Southern Arms Channel. Damn, was that angry? More somebody, like if somebody was angry, they'd be starting to yell. That's crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna have to hide you, little man. YouTube gang. No. Okay. So I'm gonna get off of here. YouTube gang, was that like a setup right there? Because it looked like you try to just post anybody's picture and just say you just a little boy, but you want to talk shit. So let me get off of here. Thank you guys for coming in. Yeah, you guys did hit a little bit more likes. Thank you, thank you. And I'm gonna get off. Good night, y'all.